Morning. So yeah, I'm keeping a hog, and here she is. All in bits. Nearly 30-year-old Harley Davidson 1200 Sportster, which was working, and I've taken it to bits, but it was working really well at high speed but really lumpy at idle, so there was lots of filth in the tank. So I'm hoping that a quick tank and carb cleanup will have got it working. So today I'm gonna try and put it back together if I can remember. So here goes. Right, so I've got a fair bit to do because I took the tank off, cleaned that out, so I need to rebuild the petrol tap and sieve assembly and get the carburettor back on and remember where all the pipes go. So I'll probably do the carb first. Had to try and repair the throttle cable because that broke when I took the carburettor off because it was so rotten. So carburettor connections, throttle connections, tank. Make sure the tank fuel tap seals. Put a bit of petrol in. Find some petrol. Not sure if I've got any here. Put the battery and everything all back together, and maybe get towards a test fire at some point today.
Watching the game last night, there just seemed to be no threat, and I think part of that.
So there's the petcock.
Part of that.
I bought a rebuild kit, but it's rubbish, really.
And,
it hasn't got the reserve pipe.
There's been very little.
And on the tiny tank like this, the reserve is handy. A tiny tank with no fuel gauge. Right, I've got most of it back together, but needing to be tightened up. So getting the throttle cables adjusted and on was a total nightmare. But fortunately everything else seems to have gone on without leaking. I've primed it all and I know it starts. So I think I'll slowly but surely see if I can put it back together.
Again, down the wicket, it's into the ground, up the ball, taken by Gardner. No run.
So yes, and see development, mindset, sport. I think we could. I've got a couple of things up the sleeve. We'll
Right, here's my bag of carburettor and air filter bits. On actually.
So, England have got to start all over again. 308 for 3, that's a thing. When you're chasing 473, that's like chasing, but you know, pick journey. Gardner into her, she drives elegantly.
So I've replaced all that fuel hose
on the side of straight. And there is no run.
because it was a bit perished.
Oh, what's up?
My uncle in the background.
I didn't replace the vacuum hoses I couldn't be bothered, and I wasn't sure if any of this would work. Right, what next?
Or was it just known as
No, just Uncle.
Wrist thing, Tammy Beaumont, doesn't she?
Yeah, she has.
Did she get RSI though? Because she's faced 224 balls and she does it before every shot. The wrists just can't give her so slightly. Almost at the point of addressing the ball. Got her into her again. She drives nicely towards mid-on, but through the fielding, there's no run.
Yeah, she's got her routines, Tammy. She twiddles her bat in her hand. She does her pads. She's a bit of a lesser Steve Smith.
I was thinking that. Down the wicket. She can't.
That one goes on next.
A nice grip by Beaumont. Through extra cover for 4. That's a sumptuous shot. Tossed up. Wait.
Obviously, Tammy plays for the Blaze as well now, so get her up. Give her an end.
D5. Phil.
It's because it's oldest. I mean, Danny White, you never thought you'd say this, would you?
Beaumont, it could be 2 wickets in double quick time. It pitched possibly outside leg stump from the leg spinner. It has turned ever so slightly. Beaumont on the sweep.
Right,
so
a little
good.
drop of petrol, maybe just enough to
stops for
test the leaks and get me to a garage.
Has gone out onto the back.
159 is on strike, final ball of the over. Oh, the thing is, you can put maybe your phone or a little radio under the pillow.
I think that would just keep me awake.
I reckon there's a market for pillows with speakers inbuilt. Defence again, blocks into the offside.
I reckon that there's got to be one.
It would be at the